we have a 1970 Mercedes-Benz 280 SE Cabriolet. It is a 6-cylinder, and we're going to take it for a ride and compare it to a 3.5 cab, which I think is overpriced in comparison to a lovely 280 SE 6-cylinder Cabriolet. Come on. Alrighty, let's fire this up. Feels like a Mercedes, starts like a Mercedes, has a horn like a Mercedes, must be a Mercedes. Alright, let's get on the road. So as we've said, I am a fan of these 6-cylinder 280 SE cabs because we have owned many 3.5s, and I know they're the top dog, but I'm not sure as a cruiser it is truly worth the extra money if you're actually going to drive a car. It's got all the amenities you would expect. It's got air conditioning that blows cold. There's not going to be much to say about this car. I've actually sold it many years ago after buying it at auction. It was a one-owner car that was put into auction. I remember meeting the gentleman. Is largely original, but in exceptional condition. The wood is older, but extremely nice and only cracked in one area. The paint is exceptional, and the interior has a nice patina that doesn't need any replacement to be used and enjoyed because it looks excellent. All the weather stripping is good. The AC blows cold. Let's turn it off since it is nice and chilly out. Heater on a little bit. What you see is what you get. Again, this is another one of those Mercedes that has truly stood the test of time, because if they're really good, they last a long while and they don't require a whole hell of a lot of maintenance. Well, she's all warmed up. We're going to drive through suburbia as we normally do. We're going to show you how it will be around town. So what do we check? We check structural portion of a Mercedes of this era, because they were used and enjoyed and they did rust. This one happens to be exceptionally nice and has been. It was a California car for most of its life until it actually came to the East Coast after my purchase, and ended up being used only seasonally in Southampton, New York with its previous owner. It shifts great. It's got wonderful power. It's been maintained yearly. The suspension is excellent. It brakes well. It tracks well. Let's go this way. They are surprisingly nimble for a 4-seater heavy convertible, but I think wonderful cars for touring. Obviously, the golf clubs and tennis clubs are flooded with them, but then you could take you can play doubles and take 2 teams of one to the tennis club. See, it doesn't do so bad on the curvaceous roads. Could use some racing seats, but these are more comfortable. When we get to the farm road later, you'll see how it definitely cruised at speed exceptionally well. are over. We are going to head back on our curvaceous road. Let the car speak for itself just a little bit. Then hit the farm road and head back to the dealership, the homestead. As you will see, they're great cars to tour with. They're great cars to cruise with. They're great cars around town. A lot of the cars that aren't as usable around town are comfortable, but maybe you have to check the cooling system, or maybe it should never have left that country of origin. Maybe it looks great, but isn't so appealing to drive around town because it's not conducive to traffic. This is not one of those cars. This is a Mercedes 280 SE cab, and it is exceptional. As I also always say, really exceptional when they are exceptional, and really not so great when they need work. They're mechanically injected. The 6-cylinder engine is bulletproof. Once we get to the farm road, we'll accelerate a little bit and show you its net worth while cruising at speed. Then we're going to go back to the dealership, warm up my hands and my tootsies, and clean her up and put her back in the showroom. I don't know why we continue to do these without putting the top up ever. I mean, in this weather. But the heater's on, that's nice. So it's not so bad. Let's get onto the farm road and let's accelerate. As you can see, it shifts exceptionally smoothly. Runs well. Temperatures are great. I actually drove this when it was 85 degrees out, and the temperatures were great then as well. So today is not really the day to judge. But we're cruising at about 70 miles per hour, and it is effortless. And it's exactly what Mercedes intended it to be in the era, and pretty modern for its time, and today actually, because it's exceptionally user-friendly. So Jack and I thank you for watching yet again. See you on the next one. See ya.